Joining us now is Ellen Williams with Advanced Research Projects Agency Energy, and Ellen will be giving the Fred Kavli Distinguished Lecture in Material Science. Welcome, Ellen. It's good to have you. Let's start with some background, though, on ARPA-E. Describe the agency and exactly what it seeks to do.
Okay, well, the agency is actually quite a young agency. It was only established in about 2007 as a result of an important report called the Gathering Storm Study that highlighted the risks of America falling behind in innovation and technology. And one of the areas that they highlighted was advanced energy technology and the need for driving innovation into that sphere. So they recommended the formation of a DARPA-like agency to be positioned in the Department of Energy, and ARPA-E, the Advanced Research Projects Agency for Energy, was established then. And so as that sort of implies, we're supposed to look at innovation, new and exciting technologies that are coming out of advances in science and engineering, and help develop them for applications and innovations in the energy sector.
So what types of projects is ARPA-E looking to fund? In particular, what role do materials play in these projects?
Well, we are tasked to look at all aspects of the energy sector, so we do everything from transportation through efficiency, through the electric power grid, through clean power generation. And I took a look this morning as I was preparing for this interview, and it looks to me as if about 33 to 50% of our projects really have a very strong component of materials development and innovation that's necessary to drive our mission and goals.
Your talk is entitled Innovation for Impact. So tell us some of the main points of that.
I think the main reason I chose that title, Innovation for Impact, is that we have this very strong technical innovation focus, but we also have a very strong impact focus. So we draw on the outcomes and the research results that come from exploration science, like you would get funded from the National Science Foundation or for the Office of Science in the Department of Energy. But what we're trying to do is to take those innovative new ideas and transform them into something that can have an actual impact in the energy sector, which means they have to become commercially viable. So it's a very different type of program funding than you often find in government grants.
Do you have any recent success stories you might want to share, or projects in the pipeline that look promising?
I'll tell you about one that's really exciting. It's a small company called SkyCool, and they came to us with a very innovative idea of tailoring materials properties by creating alternating thin films of different types of materials, so that if you coated a hot object with this material and put it out in the sun, it would reflect all the sunlight except for a little bit of infrared light, and it would emit that infrared light. And as you probably know from night vision goggles, any warm object is always emitting infrared light. So if you're emitting infrared light, you're taking energy out of the object. So if no energy is coming in and some energy is going out, the object will get cooler. And in fact, they demonstrated that they can do this. They can coat a material with this coating, put it out in the sunlight on the roof in Palo Alto, and it will get 3 to 5 degrees cooler with no energy input whatsoever. So that's really amazing. It is like free air conditioning. So they're really working now to develop that for commercial applications, and it's really quite a transformation in the energy sector and in the material science sector.
And finally, how can someone who's looking for funding get involved with ARPA-E?
So we have a newsletter, and people can keep track of what we're investigating, because we always do a lot of public outreach before we start a program. So people can come to our workshops, respond to our requests for information, participate in our webinars, and then they will find out when we're going to release a call for proposals on some given topics. So we're always looking for new innovators to come to us with their great ideas. Those are the people who make it possible for us to have successes.
Ellen Williams, thank you for your time.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking with you.